The situation as it stands now, what's it like for you being the operator of a fleet who's now got a choice, technically?
Well, it's a period of uncertainty at the moment because with the two companies going head to head, there's only going to be one survivor, I think, at the moment. I don't know who that is.
Quite a difference from the last time we talked. It was 2 years ago. I remember it in '08 when there was a fuel charge imposed, there was very little consultation, and you were quite angry at the time of the way things were being operated. That was a monopoly situation. Now you've got a choice of two.
Yes, we have, but they're two totally different operations. We're geared for road. We don't use containers. And if I was to go down that route, I would have to invest in different equipment. I do have some of that equipment available, but I would probably have to buy or hire containers, that kind of thing.
So you really are stuck with the one operator as it stands?
I'm not stuck. I do have a choice, but at the moment I don't see any point in literally jumping ship. I'll stay where I am for the time being, and we'll just have to see how it pans out.
Well, as I said, we talked a couple of years ago. Let's just remind ourselves about the situation at the time. The Isle of Man steam packet has announced it's to double the fuel charge it levies on passengers, while freight carriers will be hit by a fourfold increase. From next month, the passenger fuel surcharge will rise from £2.50 to £5 per single journey. The freight fuel surcharge will increase by £6 per metre, from £2 to £8.
Unfortunately, they haven't given me a lot of notice this time. I think I got the letter on the 14th of August telling me that we've got to pay this increase on the 1st of September. The increase will cost this company £500,000 a year. That's what I've got to try and recover from customers.
And you're a big customer, still?
We spend in the region of £5 to £6 million a year with steam packet, that's right.
Obviously things have probably changed slightly. You're getting more feedback and consultation with the steam packet now, do you?
Yes, I'd say they're probably more communicative now than they have been in the past because of what's gone on. They're anxious to retain our business and anybody else's, and they're trying to fight back and get back the business that they've lost.
So short term, it's good, but you think long term it won't work out?
Well, I think we're back to the Sea-Link Manx line versus steam packets head-to-head that we had back in the early 80s, which resulted in the user agreement, which was supposed to protect our sea routes. Quite clearly it hasn't. But what I would say is that I'm very concerned for the Isle of Man as an entity. We're going to possibly see the loss or reduction in services both to Ireland and to the UK. There's definitely going to be a change as far as passengers are concerned, because if you can't recover the lost revenue, then the only other thing that the company can do, this is a steam packet company, the only other thing they can do is to cut costs. And the only way to cut costs is to reduce sailings, reduce staff levels and expenditure.
In turn, that could affect your service because there should be, or could be, less ships operating.
Yes, there could be less ships operating, but if there's less people coming to the Isle of Man in tourism or even locals travelling, well, we're not going to consume as much, are we? I mean, if there's 10 or 20,000 people less come to the Isle of Man because of what's gone on, they're not going to spend money here. Hotels and restaurants and shops, they're all going to miss out on that revenue. So I don't think overall this is a good thing for the Isle of Man, this kind of turmoil. We're a go-ahead industrial and commercial island, but this is harming our reputation.
This time next year, what do you think will be happening?
I think we'll be back to one shipping line. Which one it will be, or what ownership it will be in, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see.